I invite you to come and sit on your bolster. Have a block handy and, of course, some water. Do your best to find a comfortable seat, bringing both your sit bones equally on the surface beneath you. So if you don't have a bolster, you can use a rolled up blanket or a rolled up quilt or anything you feel comfortable to lift the hips off the floor, make your knees more comfortable, and relax through the ankles and feet. I'd like to begin today in a few moments of silence to connect with your breath, your body, and also notice energetically how you're feeling. You may choose to keep the hands on the knees. You can bring the hands onto the body or place your hands wherever they feel comfortable. Finding a tall spine. Connect in with the energy of your spine. Notice any tightness or tension and feel free to move around to find a comfortable seat. Feel into your sit bones as they press down into the surface beneath you, gently raising the crown of your head as high as you can towards the sky. If you feel comfortable in your space, closing down the eyes, letting the eyelids be soft over your eyeballs. Feel the energy of your shoulders falling away from the earlobes, shoulder blades melting down the back of your spine. As you arrive into your space, you may choose to radiate out your hearing using the practice of deep listening, noticing any sounds of nature, and connecting with the orchestra of life. If you need to move the body, now is the time, making yourself more comfortable in your seat. Start to lift and engage your pelvic floor, feeling into the space of your base chakra. Take a deep breath into that space. And as you exhale, gently release, relax, and let go of the pelvic floor. Notice the space in your sacrum, the back of your pelvis. Come back to your breath awareness. On your next inhale, start to gently lift the pelvic floor. Hug your belly lightly towards the spine. Feeling any muscles activate in the lower body. Hold for a moment longer. Take another deep breath in. And as you exhale, gently release the pelvic floor, release the belly button, and let your muscles relax. Come to a space of relaxation. Come back to your breath. On your next inhale, lift the pelvic floor, hug the belly to the spine, and start to squeeze your waist in as if you're tightening your belt 3 notches. Take a pause for a moment longer, holding that in-breath. And as you exhale, relax the belly, loosen your belt, and relax your pelvic floor. We'll do this one more time. On your next in-breath, engage the pelvic floor, hug the belly to the spine, tighten your belt 3 notches, and squeeze your lower rib cage inwards. Hold the in-breath for as long as you can. 4, 3, 2, 1. Gently release all the muscles and come to a space of relaxation. Now consciously engage all those muscles again without holding the breath, anchoring everything to your spine. On your next in-breath, start to breathe into the rib cage to the front and sides. And as you exhale, imagine everything squeezing in as if you're an apple into your core. Taking an inhale to expand the ribs to the front and sides. And exhale, squeeze out your breath. 2 more. Inhale into the chest. And exhale, relax the chest muscles. Taking 1 more deep breath in, keeping the core strong as you breathe into the rib cage only. This time, exhale completely and let the muscles around your torso soften. Hands come onto the knees, but maintain a tall spine. Come back in now to your breath, feeling the breath enter through your nostrils, if that's accessible, and a gentle constricted breath out through the mouth. Let's do it again, breathing in through the nostrils. Restrict the breath as if you were blowing on something hot to cool it down. 2 more breaths like this. Deep breath into the belly. Exhale, blow across hot food. 1 more at your own pace through the nostrils. Slowly come back to a tall spine, relaxing the shoulder blades down the back of your rib cage. Feel the front of the chest open and the grip on your hands lighten. Take a little smile to yourself for connection with the body. Eye gaze finds the floor before you open the eye, bringing your awareness to the back of your eyelids. Start to crack the eyelids open super slow, finding a hazy gaze on the floor in front. When you feel ready, as you take your next inhale, slowly lift your gaze back to center. Bringing the hands down by your side or onto the bolster, lift your pelvic floor, lift your right hand as high as you can towards the sky. Find a deep inhale as you open the chest. And as you exhale, send it across the body to your opposite knee. Take a pause here, lengthen the spine, lift up out of your sits bones. And exhale, hold that lift, feeling any muscles in the back of the body. As you inhale, reach the hand high to the sky. Exhale, come back to center and slowly lower your hand back to the ground, the bolster or your support. When you feel ready, engage the pelvic floor. Inhale the other arm up to the sky. Feel the opening of the chest. Exhale, send the hand to the opposite knee. Take a little turn. Feel the ringing motion through the side body muscles. As you take your next inhale, lengthen the spine. Imagine you're drawing your ears towards the ceiling. Exhale, keep the lift through the body. Breathing your arm up to the sky. Exhale, center the body and the torso. And release the arm down by your side. Start to press down into the floor of your bolster. Bring the feet forward. If it's accessible, bring the heels as close as you can to the body and give your legs a nice big squeeze. Feel into your back body, maybe a little rock side to side. 1 more breath. Swapping over your leading foot as you come back to a comfortable cross-leg position. Waking up the rib cage and the side body muscles. Slowly transfer your rib cage over to one side. Feel that connection in the opposite side. Relax the shoulders, keep your head centered. Take an inhale. Exhale, lift the pelvic floor. Gently come back to center and take your rib cage over to the other side. Relax the shoulders, relax your jaw, and breathe into the side of your body, keeping your head towards center. Inhale. Exhale, lift the pelvic floor, gently travel the torso to the middle. We will pause here, rolling the chest slightly forward over to the side and scoop the belly back. So moving nice and slowly, connecting with your energy. Notice any pops or cracks or reset of the spine. The next time you circle to the back, pause here, brush your belly button. Let's change directions. If you're ready to add the breath, inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. We'll do one more in this direction. As you come back to center, squish the belly, lift the pelvic floor, use your hands on the knees to find a long spine. If you have high blood pressure, be careful with the next one. As you inhale, reach both hands high to the sky. Feel a little twist over towards one knee, as if you're taking your gaze straight past the leg. Slowly come back to center, inhale. Exhale, twist to the other knee. Exhale, come back to center. Slowly push down through the palms of your hands, keeping the elbows soft, and let your hands float all the way to the floor of your support. This time, press down, bring the feet forward one more time. And if it's okay to stay on your bolster, you can stay here or gently make your way down to the ground, reaching both feet forward. Slowly start to point and flex through the legs. And I invite you to close your eyes. As you're moving your feet from a point to a flex, start to notice if one leg feels more sensational than the other leg. Just noticing, observing, no opinion required. And then as you flex the feet one more time, gently float the eyes open and bring your feet a little bit wider, whatever is wide for you and comfortable to stay on the sit bones. If you're still on your bolster, please come down to the ground and we'll circle the ankles in the same direction. Noticing anything you need to notice in the lower legs. One more circle. Find the pause, bring the heels forward, toes back towards your face, and extra brownie points if you can spread the toes. Changing directions. This is good for the coordination as well as your blood and circulation. This time, as you bring the feet to stillness, we'll bring the soles of the feet together. Sitting up tall, if you'd like to come back to your bolster or a block, you may. And if you have any knee injuries, you can always pop a block to support the knee. So sitting up tall, feel your tailbone pressing down into the earth. Chest is open, shoulders are gently back, and reaching the crown of the head to the sky. So you should be able to fit a fist between your chin and your chest. So our head is not up, it is not forward, and we're not back. So finding that neutral position, you can hold the ankles, you can hold the knees, and really find a lift through your spine for 2 breaths. You may close the eyes and notice if you're feeling symmetrical from one side of the body to the other. Bringing both hands back high to the sky on an inhale. Finding that twist again, turning over towards the right this time, one hand to your knee, one hand behind. Find length through the spine on an inhale. Tuck the chin downwards and slowly twist until you feel a ringing motion through your body, but not forcing. Holding the knee and the hand into the floor, inhale, lift gently out of your hips. Exhale, lift the pelvic floor, take both hands high to the sky and bring them down by your side. One more time. Inhale, drop the energy from the earth to your fingertips. Take it over for a twist, right hand onto left knee, left hand behind. take that little tuck of the chin. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, find a gentle twist, gentle ringing motion through the body. Taking one more inhale. And the cough maybe. Reaching both hands back to the sky. Exhale, bring the hands down, find a comfortable cross-legged position, and you may choose to come back to the floor or preferably to the floor. Let's bring the hands back to the knees for a seated cat and cow. As you open the chest, draw the shoulders and the elbows back. Look to the top of your mat or about 50 centimeters in front of you. Lifting through the pelvic floor, holding the knees, find a long spine. Another inhale. And this time as you exhale, rock back towards your tailbone, look down into your lap and feel into your spine. Inhale, come up tall. If you have any difference in your blood pressure, just pause here and rest a while. If you're happy to keep going, inhale, open the chest, shine the heart forward. You may feel this in your buttocks or your thighs. Slowly come up to a tall spine. Find your in-breath. And exhale, squeeze out the breath, looking down, noticing your spine. We'll do two more. This time we're going to swap the legs over. Support the leg if needed. Inhale to open. Exhale, come up tall. Inhale to go back. And exhale to lift. There's no rules. Inhale to open. Exhale to lengthen. Inhale, increasing the space in your spine. And exhale, coming up tall. Let's make our way over onto our hands and knees. You can roll forward over the legs to come onto your hands. Or if you'd like to move more safely, bring the knees together. Come over to hands and knees. Adjust your hair, your tights, your clothing so you can be super comfortable. Bring the hands, the fists, or down onto your forearms for a traditional cat and cow. So as you inhale, we're going to add a little bit more by tucking the toes to stretch the soles of the feet. As you hug your belly to your spine, lift the tailbone up to the sky and gently lift your gaze about 50 centimeters in front. As mentioned, we're going to use the feet to press down, tuck your tailbone through the thighs, push the floor away, and then let the head be heavy, looking between the thighs. Start by tucking the toes, lengthening the tailbone up towards the sky. Look forward on an inhale. Exhale, press down through the top of your feet, tuck your tailbone, push the floor away, chin to chest, let the head be heavy. Two more at your own pace. I'd like you to focus on your pelvis and your spine and notice if there's any tightness or tension in this area of your body. Starting to make your way back to a neutral spine without dropping your belly, take your block forward under your hands to a comfortable, safe position. We're going to take a little lift of your leg, tap your foot to the floor, and then walk your foot forward. So I'm aiming to bring my knee roughly in line with my shoulder. And if you want the leg a little bit wider as you go, just heel toe it out. I'm going to start by bringing my knee over my foot and then slowly center. Let's add an in-breath, pushing down through the toes and the heels, and then out-breath to come back to center. So notice where you're feeling that gentle movement of energy without having an opinion. And feel the strength starting to build through your leg. Maybe if you can go a little bit deeper and it feels right for you, push into the toes and then transfer the weight. Deep inhale. And an exhale. We'll do a couple more. All right, so this time as we come back to center, we're going to start to roll the hips around. So this might be challenging. It might be easy. You might feel pops and cracks through your body. All right, let's do one more. As you find a comfortable position, let's change direction. Finding your in-breath and your out-breath. Two more. All right, so if you felt any pressure on this knee on the ground, you can always pad with a little blanket or folding up your mat. So safely heel toe your foot back to center. Walk your hands to the floor or your fists. Take a little bunny hop to the back with your foot and bring both knees down to the ground. So we're going to rinse out this movement. Take the hands up to your thighs, coming onto the pelvis, and start to roll your hips very gently around here. If you feel safe and you don't suffer from travel sickness, close the eyes. Feel into your sacrum, which is located at almost the base of your tailbone. And there's a little bony cluster in the back of the pelvis. Take a little pause, circle back the other way, noticing the muscles in the front of your thighs, your buttocks, and anywhere else where you can feel a gentle release of any tension or sensation. All right, let's come back to the block. Walking the hands safely down the knees, to the knees, down the thighs. Let's bring the knees into a comfortable position. If you need to pad this knee, please do. So I'm going to lift the leg, take the foot to the floor, bunny hop it forward, and then turn the toe out slightly. So again, my knee is almost in line with my shoulder. And if you feel like you want to move that foot outwards for more support, please do. So let's start with slow movements. So if you do a lot of sitting, whether it's for work or home or hobbies, you might find this movement a little bit restricted. So let's add the breath, but not our opinion. Be present with your body. Inhale and exhale. So today I'm feeling this in different places than what I used to. So just be kind, use kind words with your body. Your body should be your best friend. It is your home. All right, so if you want to start to take that a little bit deeper, pushing it down. If not, continue as you were. Only an option, just a guide, no rules. All right, so start to notice if you're feeling this in the same places in your body as the other side. Maybe it's slightly different. Maybe it's worlds apart. Take another deep breath in and a nice slow breath out. Let's start to circle those hips around. So if you need to pad that ground knee, please pad the knee. Good. Notice if you have the same motion or sensation in this hip. All right, let's find a little pause. Deep breath in. Exhale back the other way. Maybe you've got pops and clunks. Maybe you've got some tightness. Maybe this is not accessible at all today, but it might be tomorrow. All right, as you come back to center, find a little pause. Heel toe, nice and slow. Now we're going to bunny hop it back. Little tiny movements. And coming back to high knees. Let's walk those hands up the thighs. Take the knees a little bit wider, big toes together. And again, little tiny circles. Notice any differences from one side of the body to the other. back the other way. So now we've woken up the pelvis, the lower body, and connected with our breath. Let's take it into some arm movements. Carefully find the knees, walk it forward, and bring the knees back underneath the hip. So either using your hand or your fist, we're going to take the other hand behind the head, widen the knees. Hug your belly to the spine. As you inhale, look over to the side. And as you exhale, take a little soften of that ground floor elbow. Inhale to open. Exhale to look at the floor. 2 more. Working with the breath. And notice if you're getting a little bit more ease in the movement. We'll take 1 more for a hold. Looking up as high as you can without compromising the neck. Deep breath in. Exhale slowly, center the chest back to the floor, release the hand, and we're going to roll over the hands and back towards the heels. So from the side, we're rolling it forward and back. So if your knees do not like this, you're just going to come forward and back. Okay? Always look and listen. Just look after and listen to your knees. Listen to your knees. All right, let's circle back the other way if you're circling. Again, noticing any reset pops and clunks in the body. As long as there's no pain, they're fine. All right, let's thread the needle the other way. So coming back to center, taking the other arm behind the head. Inhale to open without force. Exhale, square the chest to the floor. Inhale. And exhale. So you may notice straight away that one side of your body is either more mobile or more tight than the other. Now on our next open, again, without an opinion, we're just going to open and hold and breathe and smile. Wish goodwill to sentient beings. Exhale, slowly close the chest back towards the floor. Release the hand. Now we're going to stretch this out in a different way. Walk the knees back in so that they touch, feet together. Now, if your bottom doesn't touch the heels, you can grab a bolster or a block. Pop your bolster just above the heels, take a seat, and then walk the hands forward. If your head doesn't reach the floor, have your block handy. You may not know until you get here. Just walk the hands forward. And if your head is hovering off the floor due to tightness in the back of the neck or the shoulders, grab your block either on the low side or the medium side, pop it under the head, and then reach the arms forward. If you feel like that's still a little bit high, take it down to its flat side and then relax into the movement. So have a little peek forward. Make sure your hands and your fingers are at even lengths. Bring your forehead either back to the floor or your block. If you feel safe in your space, closing down the eyes, and imagine your armpits are relaxing towards the floor. Feel into the space of your rib cage at the back of your body. Feel it softening, releasing. And if you have one side or maybe both sides have tightness, as you inhale, breathe into that space holding tension. As you exhale through the mouth, let it go with a little 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. 1 more. Excuse me again for a moment. All right. So you start by pressing all 10 fingers into the ground, looking forward as you press into the floor with your hands. Keep your hands back towards you. And if you've taken the bolster option, come off the bolster, just roll it away and we'll take a little sexy cat side to side. So bringing the knees a little bit wider, start to flow your hips side to side. So just notice again the sides, your back, around your spine, your legs, your thighs. And take a little bend in the elbows so you're activating the muscles in your arms. All right, we're going to wake up that body a little bit further. So taking one leg to the back with a tuck of the toe and reaching the other arm forward. Hug your belly up towards your spine and take a little bend of this elbow on the floor supporting arm. Either using just the leg or if you're ready, arm and leg. Inhale to reach and exhale to tap it back to the floor. Inhale and exhale. Big reach and release. Good, don't drop your belly. Follow the breath. Last one, reach and hold if you can. Bring the hand to the floor first. Start to circle your back leg. Notice how the knee on the floor, the thigh of that leg, is moving and supporting. Take a little pause in the extended leg back the other way. And really feel into the muscles of this thigh. Gently bring that moving leg back to the floor. Widen the knees. Let it flow side to side. And come straight in on the other side. So swapping legs. Scoop your belly up and in. Little bend of this elbow. Spread the fingers for support. Taking the other arm forward. Remember, you can just use the leg or you can use arm and leg. So we're working with the breath. Inhale and exhale. Remember, you can stop at any time. You won't be cursed. But I want you to notice all the muscles moving in your body. Good. Next one, we'll hold. Reach the arm forward, send the leg back, push the floor away with your hands. 4, 3, 2, lower the hand first for stability. Lower the leg. We mucked up there. Let's circle the leg. So again, connect with the muscles in your torso. Feel the muscles moving in the supporting leg. Take a little pause, circle back the other way. Notice your whole body moving, even while you're being still. All right, now let's bring that knee to the floor. We're going to rinse it out in a triangle pose. So rock it forward, tuck all 10 toes. Send the weight into your hands, bend the knees deeply, and then look toward your feet. Feel the tailbone inching to the sky. Push your chest towards your thighs, and then a little pedal out of your feet. So if your heels never touch the floor, that's okay. We'll just go for 4, like a massage through the feet, the ankles and the knees. Last 2 and 1. Take a little pause, look at the heels as you send them towards the floor. Inhale, lift and pick up the heels. Slowly look toward your hands and melt your knees to the floor. Come back down onto your buttocks. Bring both of your feet forward. Really good time for a sip of water. And take the hands nice and wide. All right, push the energy of the heels forward. Spread your toes and then reach both arms high to the sky. And we're going to just slowly send one arm down and reach one back up. Good. Let's find a drishti in front of you. My hair is tickling my nose. Good. And I want you to feel into the back of your shoulder blade, the sides of your body down here. And just notice if one side feels the same as the other. Good. One more on each side. Just with that awareness of the body. So if you feel stable, bringing both arms down and both arms up. If this is too much for your blood pressure, if you have high blood pressure, just take a little pause here. We won't be here for long. And then see if your arms are symmetrical. See if your thumbs touch, your fingers are at the same height, and see if you can open the arms. You can watch yourself in a mirror. If it's dark, you can see your reflection in the glass door. And see if you can find symmetry through your body. We are not built with a cookie cutter machine, so we may not be symmetrical. We'll find a little twist here, just to rinse out the back of those shoulder blades. Maybe a pop and crack. Good. You've got this. 2 more. Just find your own breath here. And see if those muscles are loosening off. Let's reach one time high to the sky. Exhale, bring it back down. Woo, and come into your comfortable cross leg. Woo. So I'm just going to invite you to sit for a moment. Again, if you feel safe in your space, that you're not under attack from a dog or a cat or a small child, just close the eyes and feel the energy in your upper body. The shoulders fall back away from the ears. And then notice your sits bones equally on the floor. Large back muscles, sits bones, legs, feet, ankles. Top of your shoulders, arms, elbows, wrists, and hands. Feel the energy pulsating through your body from the movements that we've just done with the body. Now I'm going to invite you to come back to a comfortable seat. Whatever that seat is of your choice. You could even sit on the chair. And we're going to come back to the breath. So the aim of the movement is to get the blood flowing through the body, release any tension or tightness that may distract you from a breathwork practice, and just make sure you're feeling well as well. So just relaxing the shoulders, you can bring the hands onto the legs into a bowl shape, or even if you feel like an extra bit of groundedness, you can tuck your middle finger into the palm of the hand and have the palms facing up as a grounding mudra. Taking the next few seconds in silence to organize your body into a comfortable shape. Connecting in with the breath, just noticing. Notice if your breath is smooth or jagged. And notice where you feel like your breath is coming from in the body without having an opinion of right or wrong. Now think of nothing but your breath. The coolness of the inhale touching the tips of your nostrils. The warmth of your exhale on your upper lip as you breathe out. Slowly lengthen your inhale. Gently release the exhale. As you inhale, find a little pause space at the top of the breath. And then slowly release the breath. And again, inhale. Pause. Exhale. So as you inhale, find the pause at the top of the breath. And exhale nice and slow. Deep breath in. Pause. Slow breath out. Inhale. Pause. Slow breath out. Inhale. Pause. Slow breath out. One more. Inhale. Pause. Slow breath out. So as you come back to your normal rhythm of your breath, notice how your body is feeling. Notice the mind. And when you feel ready, taking your gaze back down to the earth, cracking the eyes open, find a hazy gaze on the floor in front of you. And then I'm going to invite you to come down to a reclined position. You may bring your bolster underneath your knees. And if you're not quite sure what that looks like, you can take the bolster behind the knees, rolled up blanket, pillow, anything you choose, maybe even a small sleeping bag in its packet. Now, if you have belly issues, just gently roll to the side and then roll onto your back. Of course, if you have a strong core, you can just roll down. Making sure your hair is nice and comfortable so you can relax the neck, the jaw, the muscles in your face. If you don't choose to have anything under the legs, just bring your feet to the floor and let your legs be nice and heavy. Feel into the energy of your body. And as I name a body part, I'd like you to take your awareness to that body part, just using your internal vision. And then I'd like you to relax that body part. Being tempted not to move if you don't need to, unless you're under attack of ants like I get to enjoy on my mat. So bringing your attention to your right foot, your big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, and fifth toe. The sole of your right foot, your right heel, top of the right foot, right ankle, right shin bone, right calf muscle, right knee, top of right thigh, bottom of right thigh, and your right buttock. The right side of your pelvic girdle, your left foot, your left big toe, left second toe, left third toe, left fourth toe, and left fifth toe. The sole of your left foot, left heel, left shin bone, left knee, left calf muscle, left upper thigh, left underside thigh, left buttock, left side of the pelvic girdle. Your belly, the back of your body, your right side of your chest, left side of your chest, your lower and middle back, your right shoulder, right upper arm, right elbow, right forearm, right hand, the palm of your right hand, right thumb, right pointer finger, right middle finger, right ring finger, and right pinky finger, the whole right arm, your whole chest, your whole belly, your whole intestines, your liver, your kidneys, your left shoulder, left upper arm, left elbow, left forearm, your left hand, your left thumb, left pointer finger, left middle finger, left ring finger, left pinky finger, your whole left arm, the front of your neck, your collarbones, your cervical spine, the base of your skull, your jaw, your tongue, your upper teeth, your lower teeth, the right nostril, left nostril, your whole nose, right eye, right eyebrow, left eye, left eyebrow, the right side of your forehead, left side of your forehead, your whole scalp together, the whole face together, your left ear, your left side of your neck, your right ear, right side of the neck, your whole head, your whole arms, your whole torso, all of your organs, your whole buttocks, your whole leg. Know that the earth is supporting you and let your body relax onto the earth beneath you. Know that you are supported and held in this space. Become aware of the oxygen coming in through your nose. And when your breath is ready, feel the breath leaving through the nose. Tuning into any sounds around you. Feeling your clothing hugging onto your skin. Air movement washing over your body. Sounds inside of your space. Sounds outside of your space. Sounds radiating out in the distance, far away, as far as your hearing can reach. Begin to imagine that at the tip of your tailbone is a beautiful white light energy. Notice that energy spreading across your pelvis, encompassing your belly, your rib cage, and your upper torso. Feel that white light spreading down your arms to the tips of your fingers, traveling down through your thighs, your lower legs, over your knees, down to your ankles and feet. And then draw this beautiful white light from your toes, up through the legs, past your thighs, around your pelvic girdle, and up your spine. Feel the white light traveling through each and every vertebrae, right up through the neck, into your skull. Now imagine that that white light is shining out through the top of your head, like a funnel. And then draw that beautiful white light over your face, down the front of your body, past your pelvis, your knees, back down to your toes. Feel it circulating past the soles of the feet, up the back of the legs, your buttocks, your spine, your back, right to the back of your head. And allow this white light to circle down the front of your body to your toes, up the back of the body, past your heels, back to the back of your head. Imagine this beautiful white cleansing, healing energy, recalibrating your chakras, your energy systems located throughout your body. Feeling a sense of calmness, relaxation in your body. Notice the vibration of your body. Feel the calmness, the gentle hum. And reconnect back with any sounds of nature around you. Not needing to be anywhere else in this moment, but here with your body, your energy, and your breath. Feel into the subtleness of your body breathing you without your input. Tuning into its gentle rhythm. Letting go of control. Be present in this moment without getting involved. And start to marvel of what a wonderful, miraculous machine this body is. Staying present. Feeling the energy within your physical vessel. Becoming more aware of your breath entering and leaving through your nose. Filling into your hands, your feet, your arms and your legs. Awareness of the back of your body resting on the floor. Bringing your whole awareness back to your breath, the gentle rhythm, the rise and fall of your body breathing you. While you're in this space between worlds, declare any intentions that you wish to bring forward. And then bring forward anything that no longer serves you or your life's journey. Anything you wish to change. And anything you want to bring in. Slowly become aware of your clothing touching your skin. Come back to the rise and fall of your body as you're breathing. Going into the palms of your hands, soles of your feet. Making any movements now that feel instinctual. When you're ready to start to wake up the body, I invite you to interlock your fingers, take the arms above the head. Big stretch and a yawn as if you're waking up your body first thing in the morning. And then as you bring the arms back down to your belly or your chest, thank yourself for this time and space of nourishing your body and checking in with your mind. You may choose to stay here as long as you like. And when you feel ready to move, just slowly bring the knees inwards towards the chest. You can roll the bolster away and give those knees a nice big squeeze. I like to take a little rock side to side just to feel into the back of my pelvis, my lower back, and my thighs. Making any movements that feel right for you. When you feel it's time, just rolling over to one side, using your bottom arm as a pillow, and just take a little reset button here, bringing the chin towards your chest. Coming back to the space around you. Slowly begin to press the floor away, taking your time to find a comfortable position that's right for you. Bringing one hand onto your heart, sending love to yourself, and remind yourself that when you put yourself first, you can operate from a full cup, choosing what is right for you, not under obligation. Bringing your hands onto your heart space, letting these intentions sink deeper into your being, connecting back in with your energy. Let's take some beautiful bumblebee breaths just to stimulate the central nervous system. To do a bumblebee breath, we take an inhale through the nose. As we exhale, we gently press the lips and the back teeth together and make a humming sound like a bumblebee until you run out of breath. Repeating this 3 times at your own pace, and then we'll sit in a few seconds of silence just to see how those vibrations resonate within your body. Let's begin. Deep breath in. As you make your way back, you may choose to keep the eyes closed down. or finding that hazy gaze on the floor in front as you crack the eyelids open. I'd like to thank you for joining me for your practice today in this unscripted environment. Namaste.